I feel like moving to New Orleans and putting him in school there was a good move for keeping him humble. He's just around a lot of like sweet, nice, normal kids. And also around a lot of kids who get disciplined, may have similar discipline.
She's the boss. It's little Blue Ivy telling her high-powered parents to calm down at the Grammys. It was a hilarious moment as she politely turns to Beyonce and then JayZ as if to say, chill out.
We all joke that Blue Ivy is the real manager because she always looks so confident and in control. But social media has really run with that idea. After her standout moments on the Cowboy Carter tour, fans started building all kinds of stories about what she's supposedly like behind the scenes. Some even claim she's becoming a Hollywood diva, while others think people are reading way too much into a few public appearances. People also pointed to the moment when Blue kept her sunglasses on at the Met Gala, with online comments turning it into a much bigger story than it probably needed to be. Rumors have even suggested that different family members have different opinions about her growing public role, but there's no verified evidence that there's any serious family conflict. Most of it comes from fan chatter and celebrity gossip rather than confirmed facts. One thing that is clear is that Blue has become a confident presence whenever she joins her parents at major events. Fans loved the playful manager jokes during the Cowboy Carter tour, and she seemed happy to lean into the fun moments on stage, making those performances even more memorable. From the outside, a lot of fans think it's fun to watch Blue Ivy grow more confident in the spotlight, especially when she shares lighthearted moments with Beyonce. One of the most talked about clips was from the 2018 Grammy Awards, when viewers joked that she seemed to quietly remind her parents to stay focused, and that moment quickly became a viral meme. Tina Knowles has also shared stories showing that Blue isn't shy about expressing her opinions. Those family moments have led many fans to see her as confident, thoughtful, and comfortable speaking her mind. Of course, every family has its own dynamic, and playful interactions can easily be misunderstood when they're viewed through short clips online. As Blue has grown up in the public eye, people have become increasingly curious about her personality and the way Beyonce and JayZ have talked about raising their daughter. Those comments offer a better picture than online rumors and help explain why so many fans find their family dynamics so interesting. During an appearance on Oprah's Masterclass, JayZ spoke about becoming a father and wanting to give his daughter every opportunity possible. He explained, "I imagine I'll take things I learned from my mom and things I've learned from raising my nephews and apply that." His comments reflected his excitement about parenthood and his desire to build on the lessons he learned from family. As Blue Ivy grew up, it became clear that she was surrounded by an incredibly luxurious lifestyle. Reports claim that almost $1.5 million was spent on her nursery, including a solid gold rocking horse among its standout features. News outlets also reported that JayZ rented a private suite at Brooklyn's Barclays Center, complete with a dedicated play area filled with toys, so Blue could comfortably spend time with him while he watched games. Those stories only added to the public fascination with the family's high-profile lifestyle.
Maybe it's detail like that we just gotta make up words that distract when our nice yo. Wasting her time over fingers.
As Blue Ivy grew up, reports often highlighted the extraordinary opportunities that came with being part of one of entertainment's most famous families. News stories have mentioned things like designer outfits, security, and professional guidance from an early age. In 2021, she also became one of the youngest Grammy winners after receiving recognition for her contribution to Brown Skin Girl, marking a major milestone in her early career. Some people see all of that as parents giving their child every possible advantage, while others debate whether growing up in such a high-profile environment brings extra pressure. Those conversations have been common for years, especially as Blue has become more visible at public events and performances. Still, much of the online discussion is based on speculation rather than confirmed information. More recently, social media has been full of claims about her role during the Cowboy Carter tour, with fans creating all kinds of stories about backstage life. However, there is no verified evidence that Blue made special demands or treated family members unfairly behind the scenes. It's easy for viral rumors to spread when someone grows up in the spotlight, and public perception can quickly take on a life of its own. People often point to well-known celebrities who have faced public criticism over their behavior, arguing that growing up with constant attention can be challenging for anyone. That has led to some online commenters to wonder what it might be like for Blue Ivy as she continues to mature in the spotlight. Still, it's impossible to predict someone's future based on public perception alone, and those comparisons remain opinions rather than facts. Matthew Knowles has spoken positively about Blue Ivy's future and the many opportunities she could have. One widely shared quote attributed to him says, "If Blue Ivy wants to be a doctor when she grows up, then they would figure out how to buy a hospital. If she wants to be a basketball player, I already own a WNBA team, so she can play there. And if she wants to be a singer, then she would be very happy." Whether taken literally or as a playful exaggeration, the message reflects confidence in her potential. Tina Knowles has also frequently praised Blue Ivy's talents and accomplishments, often speaking proudly about her growth and celebrating the milestones she has reached so far. With so many people praising Blue Ivy's performances and confidence, it's no surprise that she's become one of the most talked about celebrity kids online. Fans regularly describe her as talented and poised, while others wonder what it's like to grow up with so much public attention. At the same time, it's important to remember that social media only shows brief moments, not someone's full personality.
One moment that sparked a lot of discussion was her appearance at the Met Gala, where she was seen wearing sunglasses. Online users quickly created their own theories about what happened, with some interpreting the interaction in different ways. However, there is no confirmed evidence that she intentionally ignored anyone or that the moment reflected her attitude. Short clips can easily be taken out of context, especially when they involve a well-known family under constant public attention. Some online commenters even went as far as suggesting that Beyonce stayed quiet because she wanted to let Blue handle the moment herself. But that's only speculation, and there's no confirmed explanation for what anyone in the family was thinking at the time. Rumors have also tried to pull Solange into the conversation, with social media posts claiming there are different parenting opinions within the family. However, there is no verified evidence of any disagreement between Solange and Beyonce over Blue Ivy or how she's being raised. As with many famous families, online stories often grow far beyond the available facts. At the same time, fans have compared the public images of Solange and Beyonce, often describing them as having different personalities and approaches to life. Those comparisons have fueled endless debates online, but they remain just that, fan discussions. Without direct confirmation from the family, it's impossible to know what their private conversations or parenting views are really like, despite all the speculation. Solange has spoken about wanting Jews to have a grounded upbringing and understand the value of hard work, even while growing up around fame. Over the years, she's emphasized the importance of staying connected to everyday life instead of getting completely caught up in the entertainment world. Like many people connected to celebrity families, Jews has occasionally become the subject of online conversations and social media debate. Public attention can quickly turn ordinary situations into headline stories, and rumors often spread faster than verified information. Because of that, it's important to separate speculation from confirmed facts before drawing conclusions about someone's personal life. The spotlight that comes with a famous family can bring intense scrutiny, with every post or appearance generating countless opinions online. That level of attention can easily amplify misunderstandings, making it difficult to know the full story behind viral claims or internet discussions. That difference is exactly why fans keep comparing the two sides of the family, even though there isn't much confirmed information about what really happens in private. Every public appearance gets picked apart, and even the smallest interaction can spark dozens of new theories. A short video clip or a single photo is often enough for people to build an entire story around it.
Every once in a while, I'll get a call from Blue and she'll say, "Grandma, that's really whack what you just did. That's really whack. You should delete that. Really, you should delete that."
And do you listen?
No. I'm like, girl, I'm on to the next thing.
Blue Ivy's growing role on stage has only added to that attention. After appearing more frequently during the Cowboy Carter tour, many fans praised her confidence and stage presence, while others wondered what the future might hold if she decides to continue performing. With each appearance, expectations seem to grow, and every move is watched more closely than the last. Beyonce has always been known for carefully managing her public image, so it's no surprise that people are curious about how Blue is being introduced to the entertainment world. Whether those appearances are simply memorable family moments or the beginning of something bigger is something only time will answer. One thing that's hard to ignore is how quickly Blue Ivy has become comfortable in front of huge crowds. Performing in packed stadiums is something many experienced entertainers spend years preparing for, yet she has appeared increasingly confident with each performance. Fans have noticed that growth and often point to her improved stage presence as one of the biggest surprises of the tour. At the same time, growing up in such a famous family means every moment is analyzed far more closely than it would be for most people. A simple facial expression, a brief interaction, or even where someone stands during an event can turn into hours of online discussion. That's the reality of being part of one of the world's most recognizable families, where public curiosity rarely slows down. Even so, the biggest question isn't about a single appearance or viral clip. It's about how Beyonce and JayZ balance giving Blue opportunities while also allowing her to grow at her own pace as she continues finding her place in the spotlight. That balance has become a major talking point because Blue isn't just making brief appearances anymore. She's been part of performances that reach millions of viewers, and with every new show, fans seem to notice another sign that she's becoming more comfortable on stage. Some even believe she's developing her own style instead of simply following in her parents' footsteps. Even with all that attention, it's worth remembering that much of the public only sees carefully selected moments. Concert clips, award shows, and red carpet appearances offer a snapshot, not the complete picture of someone's personality or daily life. That's why opinions can vary so much, with one group praising her confidence while another interprets the same moment completely differently. Meanwhile, interest in Blue's future keeps growing. People continue to wonder whether she'll eventually pursue music, dance, business, or something entirely different. For now, her public appearances remain occasional highlights, but every new performance adds another chapter to a story that fans are watching with plenty of curiosity.
Another reason people pay such close attention is that Beyonce has always been incredibly selective about what she shares with the public. For years, she kept much of her family life private, so every time Blue appears at a major event, it naturally becomes a headline. That limited access has only made fans more curious, with every appearance leading to fresh conversations and new interpretations. It's also easy to forget that Blue has grown up under a level of public attention that very few people will ever experience. From award shows to world tours, cameras have followed many of her biggest moments, and every appearance is compared to the last. That kind of spotlight creates enormous expectations, with supporters eager to see how her confidence and abilities continue to develop over time. As Blue takes on a more visible role, the focus isn't just on what she does during performances. People are also watching how she carries herself, how she interacts with those around her, and what those moments might suggest about the next stage of her journey in the public eye. There's also the question of how much of Blue's public image is carefully planned and how much is simply her natural personality. Fans often debate whether her calm, confident presence comes from years of watching her parents navigate the entertainment industry, or whether that's just who she has always been. Without hearing directly from Blue herself, much of that discussion remains speculation. What isn't up for debate is the amount of preparation that goes into performances on a major world tour. Every routine, costume change, and stage cue requires countless hours of rehearsal, and stepping into that environment takes focus, regardless of someone's background. That's one reason many people have praised Blue's dedication whenever she joins the production, recognizing the work involved in performing on such a large stage. As more opportunities continue to come her way, expectations will likely keep evolving. Whether she eventually builds a career in entertainment or chooses an entirely different path, each public appearance gives fans another glimpse of how she's growing while navigating life in one of the world's most recognized families. At the same time, growing up with famous parents brings a unique set of expectations that most people never have to experience. Every achievement is celebrated on a massive scale, but every public moment is also examined in incredible detail.
That level of attention can make even ordinary interactions seem much more significant than they really are, especially when short clips spread quickly across social media.
He was a hard worker. He's a little boss already. They call him my manager for sure.
Oh, really? And what? Well,
I'm with Blue in Paris and we go to this play and I'm sneaking and videotaping and she's saying, Kremlin, you're not supposed to video. And she's always bossing me around.
I love that.
It's also worth noting that Blue Ivy's public appearances have become more polished over time. Fans have pointed out how much her confidence has grown during live performances, and many have praised the energy she brings whenever she steps onto the stage. Those moments have helped shift the conversation from simply being Beyonce and JayZ's daughter to being someone developing her own presence in front of audiences. For now, though, many of the stories circulating online remain based on interpretations rather than confirmed facts. Public curiosity is unlikely to disappear anytime soon, especially as Blue continues appearing at major events and gradually takes on a more visible role alongside her family. Another interesting shift is how public opinion about Blue Ivy has changed over the years. Early on, many people simply saw her as the daughter of two global superstars. Now, more fans are paying attention to her own performances, her confidence on stage, and the way she handles such high-profile appearances. That's a big change for someone who has spent most of her life in the public eye. At the same time, expectations can be difficult to manage whenever your appearance is measured against the legacy of Beyonce and JayZ. Supporters naturally compare her progress to her parents' success, while others wonder whether she'll eventually carve out a path that's completely her own. Those conversations continue every time she appears at a concert, award show, or major public event. Even with all the attention, one thing remains uncertain: what Blue actually wants for her future. Public appearances only reveal a small part of her story, and the decisions she makes in the years ahead will likely shape how people view her far more than any viral clip or online rumor ever could. What has surprised many people is how naturally Blue Ivy seems to handle the pressure that comes with appearing in front of enormous audiences. Performing alongside one of the biggest entertainers in the world isn't something most people experience, yet she has continued to look more at ease with each appearance. That steady growth has earned praise from fans who have watched her confidence develop over time. Another reason the public stays so interested is that Beyonce and JayZ rarely discuss their family life in great detail. Because they keep so much private, every interview, concert appearance, or red carpet moment becomes a source of new speculation. In the absence of official explanations, online discussions often fill in the gaps with assumptions that may or may not reflect reality. For now, Blue's journey is still unfolding. She has already reached milestones that many aspiring performers dream about, yet she's only at the beginning of discovering what she wants to pursue in the long run. Whether her future centers on entertainment or takes a completely different direction, people will be watching to see how the next chapter develops. One detail that often gets overlooked is how much preparation goes into every appearance Blue Ivy makes. From rehearsals to timing and choreography, major stadium productions are built around precision. Even a short moment on stage involves a great deal of coordination, and fans have noticed that she seems increasingly comfortable with those responsibilities as time goes on. That progress has also changed the way people talk about her. Instead of focusing only on her famous last name, more conversations now center on her stage presence and how much she's improved since her earliest performances. Supporters see someone who has gained confidence through experience, while others remain curious about whether these appearances are simply special family moments or part of a longer-term plan. For Beyonce and JayZ, keeping that balance is likely no easy task. Giving Blue opportunities while protecting her privacy is something many celebrity parents have to navigate, especially when public interest never seems to fade. As new performances and appearances continue, each one offers another glimpse into how she's growing, while still keeping much of her personal life out of the spotlight. As Blue Ivy continues making occasional public appearances, it's becoming easier to see why so many people are interested in what she'll do next.
Every performance seems to reveal a little more confidence, and fans have pointed out how much more comfortable she looks compared to her earliest moments on stage. That kind of growth naturally catches people's attention, especially when it's happening in front of massive audiences. Still, there's a big difference between what is shown publicly and what life is actually like behind the scenes. Concert footage, red carpet photos, and short social media clips only capture brief moments, leaving plenty of room for assumptions. That's why stories about celebrity families often take on a life of their own, even when there isn't much confirmed information to support them. For now, Blue's public role appears to be expanding gradually rather than all at once. Each appearance gives fans another chance to watch her develop her skills while remaining part of one of entertainment's most recognizable families. Whether those moments are laying the foundation for a future career or simply reflecting her current interests is something that only time will reveal. One thing that has stayed consistent throughout all of this is the intense level of curiosity surrounding the Carter family. Whether Blue Ivy appears on stage for a few minutes or attends a major event, people immediately begin analyzing every detail. Supporters often celebrate her confidence and composure, while others try to read deeper meaning in the moments that may simply be ordinary interactions.
That kind of attention comes with growing up in one of the world's most recognizable families. Every new appearance creates fresh conversations about her future, her interests, and whether she'll continue spending more time in the entertainment industry. At the same time, Beyonce and JayZ have generally kept their personal lives as private as possible, meaning the public only sees a carefully limited glimpse of their family life. Because so much remains private, it's difficult to separate confirmed information from online speculation. What is clear, however, is that Blue Ivy has become more comfortable in high-profile settings and continues to attract attention whenever she steps into the spotlight. As those appearances become part of her story, people are left wondering what role she'll choose to take on next. Looking back, it's remarkable how Blue Ivy has gone from making occasional appearances with her parents to becoming someone audiences recognize in her own right. Every time she steps onto a stage or attends a high-profile event, people pay attention not just because of her family name, but because they're curious to see how she's continuing to grow. That shift has happened gradually, making each new appearance feel like another step in her public journey. Even so, fame has a way of creating stories that can spread much faster than the facts. A brief interaction, a photo, or a few seconds of video can quickly become the basis for countless theories online. That's why it's important to distinguish between verified information and fan speculation, especially when discussing someone whose life has been in the spotlight from such a young age. As interest in Blue's future continues, many people are also watching how Beyonce and JayZ guide her through this unique experience. The opportunities ahead are wide open, but so are the expectations that come with carrying one of the most recognizable names in entertainment. Public discussions have also included conversations about Jules and some of the headlines surrounding his personal life. Like many people connected to famous families, his choices have been widely debated online, although it's important to remember that social media rarely tells the complete story. Public attention can magnify every situation, making it difficult to separate facts from speculation. When it comes to Blue Ivy, opinions remain divided. Some people believe her confidence is simply part of growing up in the spotlight, while others think it's important for any young person to have clear guidance and healthy boundaries as they mature. At the end of the day, only those closest to the family truly know what their day-to-day life is like, and short public moments don't provide the full picture. One thing most people can agree on is that growing up under constant public attention isn't easy. Every appearance is analyzed, every clip is shared, and public opinion can change quickly. That's why many fans hope Blue is given the space to continue learning, growing, and finding her own path while staying grounded through the process. What do you think? Is this just normal teenage confidence being viewed through the lens of fame, or do you think people are reading too much into a few public moments? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.